Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Hopefully everyone is well. Gonna give you the creamer stir of your dreams. Wasn't a great stir, but it is what it is. Good morning. Morning, Gerald. Good morning, Franco, if you're here. With Franco, you never know. Watch your eyeballs. I'm going to turn on the studio lights here. Ta-da! It's just a nice flood of light. Good morning, good morning. You're tired, huh? Me too. So there's construction near my place, but like not within eyesight, like kilometers away. And for some reason, at 5:15 this morning, the construction crew decided to pressure wash their equipment in the street in front of my place. Like, there are so many streets they could have stopped at on the way to my place. But they had a water truck, a gas pressure washer, and so a big idling diesel water truck, then a gas pressure washer, and they were just like spraying the shit out of their equipment, like almost directly in front of my house at like 5:15 this morning. So yeah, we haven't slept very well, but we might have our movement today. So let me open this. The only thing is, I think these have addresses on them too. Hang on a sec. They do. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah. All right, so this came in too. Let me just see if I can just open this bag. Yeah. Okay, so here. Now we're out of no more addresses. Good. So, let's start with these two. I hope this is, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, any street, yeah. All right, so this I'm pretty excited to find out about. So I've been using KZ headphones. Wait, I probably have the box. Oh boy. I've been using KZ headphones for a while, so I've got the KZ AZ09 Pros. These are just the ear hooks to make them Bluetooth. And then the KZ ZSN Pros. So these are the drivers, and this is the Bluetooth. But I have upgraded my setup. So apparently this has, oh yeah, here it says active noise cancellation, an LDAC, so a better DAC, and Bluetooth 5.4. So these are kind of high end, but they're not that expensive. So this is just the wireless portion of them. So here is the box. Yeah, there we go, AN01. Yeah, so this is their higher end kit. This is a little bigger than mine, so the case is kind of big. Not a super fan of that, but you know, having men's pockets is helpful. It's got the indicator here. They probably are trying to pair right now. But yeah, this is like the ear hook style, and there's a 400 milliamp hour battery inside the box. So yeah, they have the little magnetic pogo pins. Usually there's a sticker on top of them. so they're not like discharging in transit, but apparently not in this case. Okay, so there's your ear hooks. Probably the most annoying thing about it is that this is the left side, so you grab it and you got to go around. Okay, but you need headphones for that, and I didn't go with KZ's this time. They have a sister brand called CCA, and these are the CCA Rhapsody. Are they Rhapsody Plus? No, just Rhapsody, CCA Rhapsodies. Apparently these are higher end than my ZSNs. Well, my ZSNs were very inexpensive, so I wouldn't doubt it. Look, same kind of packaging. So what do we got? Oh, okay. So very nice chrome. Got silicone ear tips. You've got a little EQ built in with little micro switches, and I guess that's why they give you this SIM opening tool, is to adjust the EQ. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna grab these. Oh, here's the tuning instructions. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm making a dog's breakfast out of this. So these are wired. Do love that they're replaceable wires. Tuning switches. Low frequency up to 1 level, low frequency up to 2, low to 3, overall frequency up, turn off all switches, basic graph. Okay, okay. And a user manual, then you've got little ear tips. So excited to see the sound difference on these. The reason I bought new ones is my other ones are okay, but there's listening to audiobooks and not music. There's a lot of like hissing from the DAC being not too great. And apparently the DAC in these is really nice. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Do you know if they have an over the ear design? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not I personally like the earbuds style, but I think the other thing I like a lot about them, do these have a left or a right? This is a right. Should face in this way, but I don't know if this is a left or a right. Are they identical? No, they're mirror images. Shit. Guessing this is a left and this is a right. I like these things because they are repairable, replaceable, not repairable maybe. I don't actually know if they're repairable, but replaceable at the very least. Oh, look at that fit. Yeah, there we go. So now it's trying to pair. And they sit in their little case like that. Very nice. I didn't know they were chrome. You get earaches from earbuds. Yeah. I feel you. I think the problem is I wear my headphones a lot while going for like brisk, like health walks. And the big problem with over the ear is it gets too hot. But look it up because KZ makes some really cool stuff. I don't know if it's specifically this brand, but one of their sister brands makes a lot of the headphones you see musicians using. You'll see like very, very similar headphones in a whole bunch of musicians' ears. That's because They are a very well-known brand in the music space. And so you can trust that you're going to have a reasonable experience. I'm not going to try it here on air because it doesn't make sense. You guys won't hear it. There we go, like this. But I'm pretty excited for my first long walk with these in. For these, I bought some silicone tips, not silicone, memory foam tips. So I got these tips that just go over the IEMs, and they mold to my ears, so I have like noise canceling. But the idea is these things have a transparency mode. So you can flip on the transparency mode when people are trying to talk to you, like in a workplace, which is what I got these for. And you don't have to take them out every time, because the silicone ear tips, or sorry, the memory foam ear tips do a really good job. These guys, they do a very good job of blocking out outside noise. But sometimes you got to talk to customers, you got to talk to coworkers. So I needed something that will allow transparency so that I can talk to people without pulling them out. Also, the memory foam is kind of a pain in the ass because you got to squish it, and then it like swells to your ear canals. So when you pull them out, you got to re-squish them and re-put them in there. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So anyways, pretty excited about this. Didn't know they were such a chrome finish. So I'll report back if you guys, especially if you guys remind me. And I got 2 sets of these memory foam ear tips. So if I need to add these to the CCA Rhapsodies, I will. All right. The pièce de résistance. This is a Seiko NH35A movement for the watch. Oh, it comes with a crown, or a stem, sorry. So these things come with a, oh nice, it's in a plastic. Means I can pull it out. So these things come with a temporary stem so that you can work on them. And I didn't know if it came with the actual stem they were going to need as well. So I think we are good to go. We can build a watch. Yes! This is exactly what I wanted to do today. Oh, baby. This thing is hefty. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. Here, I'll boost you guys up a little bit so you can see. I'll take the plate. Am I dropping frames? Doesn't look like they have over the ear. You have some Monster headphones. They're okay. It could be better. So Monster is not in the recommended, like there's a list that audiophiles have compiled of like bang for the buck type setups. And no wait, I'm not Monster, sorry. Thinking of something else. Thinking about Beats by Dre. But you should have a nice conversation with AI about setting you up with good bang for the buck headphones, and then you should set up price alerts. You keep buffering, yeah. So yes, highly recommend for you to have a conversation with AI about finding you like the best bang for the buck headphones you can get. Because I will tell you, this subject has been broached many, many times before. and I think it's something that AI can help you with. AI helped me with it. That's what got me where we are. All right. So let's get started here. Couple little difficulties. First of all, we're going to have to try to place this sticker on the dial. There's a couple of things we need to do. Here, let me take out this. I'm sorry, folks, if you don't want to watch this. You can bail. I wanted to wear this on my first day of work at the new company, so I am going to do this. If you guys don't want to watch me build a watch, feel free to bail. This is what I'm doing for the first hour or so. I have to blow off these tools because I know they have a little bit of aluminum jaggies. So after we're done the watch, we are going to go and move on to the input stage, definitely. But we are 100% building a watch today. All right, so do what you got to do. Yeah. I get it. Not everyone is hyped about watch assembling my Seiko mod, but I am. I'm so excited. Couple little disappointments. I didn't know that the watch would be the dial wouldn't be what I was expecting. So that's a bit different. Oh my God. And now I have a 3D print that I'm trying to remove from the build plate, and it's absolutely stuck on there. So yeah, a little bit disappointed in the dial. It's supposed to look like forged carbon fiber. It does not look like forged carbon fiber. So my temptation is to order another one, but it won't be here on time. So I think I'm just going to roll with it. So here's a little 3D printed part I found and printed in order to align the stickers. But now it's full of PVA glue, so I guess I'll have to clean it. Stolen, forged, or manufactured forged? Good morning, Curtis. Forged fiber is when your carbon fiber is not in a cloth, not in a weave. You have chunks of fiber cloth, and it's all epoxied together. All right, let's clean this. I also bought some supplies at the dollar store. So I've got some cotton swabs. So very sorry, everyone who does not want to watch a watch being built. But that is what we're doing today. Just gonna clean off the PVA glue. Okay. Can use my little fixed duster. Dan is teaching again. Yes. So yeah, the dial, this was supposed to, it looks like forged carbon fiber to you guys, but from here, there's no depth to it. So forged carbon fiber, it's a layered thing, right? So, okay, and I also need some snips, my highest quality snips, wherever they may be. Gonna need this, which is the movement holder. Did you know that I have so many snips and yet they go missing all the time? I think I have 5 sets. I have 5 sets of snips, but nothing I can find in my immediate vicinity. And at the 3D printer, where I assumed 1 pair of snips would be, there are exactly 0 pairs of snips. Oh God, I need to put a leash on my tools so that they stay in one spot. Because seriously, who loses this many snips? Fluke DMM. That's not it. I need some flush cutters. And the reason I need flush cutters... Hey guys, watch this. Yes. So, you see these pegs on the back? So these are pegs set up so that you can put your... so you can put this dial with the date, with the date hole facing at the right spot for different models. And so this one is the date at 3 o'clock. So you can just see the date through there. And yeah, the pegs have to align. So you need the snips to cut the welded pegs off, the ones that don't fit your watch. Yeah, I'm snipless. You guys don't have to raise money for the snips. I just have to order another 5-pack of them. Which sucks because oh, here's some. Okay, I've got some. They're not the best, but they'll do. Okay, so let's get geared up here. So we have, we also have a movement holder. Which I'm not sure about. I don't know why this thing has a peg down the middle. Don't know. Don't know. And then we need our finger cots. Because, so the last thing you want to do to watch internals is get your skin juices all over it. So you got to put these little mini condoms on. You know, I don't know why you would use these instead of just gloves. Except for the fact that these are like much cheaper than gloves. So there's that. There we go. Watchmaker. Okay, so let's grab this. So this we want to keep absolutely clean, which is going to be funny because of what you're going to see very shortly. Allows for finer movement than full gloves. I did a full career in wearing gloves, so I don't know about that. All right, so here is the movement. Oh, is it ticking? There we go, sitting in the nice holder there. Okay, and now this will go on here very gently, and then we'll check. So we need to get rid of the peg just above the date and the peg. So just above the date and at the one between the 9 and 8 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. And we can put this on the cushion. This guy can sit in here. Don't know why there's a little presser. That doesn't make sense. This is not the right tool. Pop that in there, close that up. I'll have to look what the description says because that's not what I thought I ordered. Okay, so just above the date. Now I'm hoping that I can just pry this out. Because if you have to cut it, if it's very well set in there, and you have to cut it, you have to file it. Yeah, I believe I'll have to cut it. There it goes. Okay, and then the one between the 9 . This is very delicate. You know what? I think that's cut flush enough that I don't need to. Oh shit, I touched the dial with my hand. Idiot. Okay, we're going to try placing this on the movement. And we'll see if it sits flush. If it sits flush, we are home free. And if you cut the wrong pegs, then you're in trouble. That does look like it's sitting very slightly proud on this side. So that'll be what the watch looks like. Better done with a small length of tubing that would just fit over the welded stem to work it back and forth. Yeah, possibly. So it is sitting very slightly proud. So let's see if we can remove it. I know removing it is a little bit delicate. We'll go in here in this little slot. We'll see if we can prise it away. Now I have some watchmaker's tools, but not very many. Just gonna gently pry. If I ruin the dial, I am not so concerned, but this movement is very expensive. Okay, so I think I could see the problem. It's ever so slightly raised. Don't know if you can see that. So since I'll be grinding a little bit, I need to put this away. Where did I put the stem? Here's the stem. So I'll put that in here, and I'll put the movement, and I'll close this up. I'll put that to the side. Okay, and we're just going to gently sand that away. Let's grab a little file. Get a clean file. So I have these little jeweler's files. And it looks like the peg is actually brass. So that's interesting to note. I just blew on it. Probably should have used my little air duster. Okay, I'm just gonna, so that's the only part that was sticking upwards. Chase away all the dust on here. So let me show you. Probably brazed, yeah. So it's pretty flat. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super happy with the dial. So if it comes to it and we need to replace it, that'll just be another stream. Okay, so here we go. Try to keep you guys in focus. That sits absolutely flush. There we go. That looks good. It is absolutely flush now. Good. All right. So next is the hands. Let me get the hands out. Now, this is going to be incredibly fiddly work. because the hands are absolutely tiny. And this thing is going to pop apart and send parts flying onto the floor. Okay, here we go. So here are the hands. So there's one side that's all white. Oh yeah, no, we need to stick the stickers. Get out of here, hands. We're not ready for you yet. So I have a little pop of color. I thought this would be darker, so I have a red second hand. Okay, so we have the sticker. It's somewhere. Not sure where. To go with the jazz hands. Wah. Is anybody thinking that this is something they might want to do at some point? Because I saw Elliot Cole on YouTube. He is the YouTuber. His channel is called The Retro Future, but he has a personal channel, Elliot Cole. And he built one of these a long time ago. And I was like, that's incredible. I want to do that. And podcast I listened to, kind of funny that you go from dirty mechanic hands to watch. Yeah, I know. Podcast I listen to the most, he's into watches. And I've always had in the back of my mind that one day, you know, I would like a mechanical watch, just because I'm a mechanical kind of guy. You know what I mean? So I figured, well, one day I'll get a mechanical watch when I can afford one. And then I bought the fake Seiko that I have today, and I love it. Does this come off with the plastic? It does. That looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Shit. It didn't stick. Please stick. I'm just putting pressure on it to heat it up a little bit. It's stuck. Good. Now I just need to stick the automatic wording. It's completely off, yeah. Nice. I got it. So it's just subtle is all I wanted. Very, very subtle. Black on black, not too showy. How's it going, Jackie? $500 watch that your previous company gave to you when you reached 25 years. Not a daily wear, self-winding, catches up time. Oh, very nice. So this was my plan the whole time. To have just a subtle Seiko logo. Because although it's not a genuine Seiko watch, the movement is a genuine Seiko movement. So that's why I felt the need to do that. So black on black. So just subtle. It's not, this watch is not to impress anybody but me. That's it. Okay, so now we need to move relatively quickly once we set this up. So is this pusher tool? Yeah. So this tool is to push the hands. Let's see if there's another one that fits a little bit more just. Don't need a brass. Is the gray? Okay, we'll use this gray one. Okay, so here's how you do it. So you're going to wind the crown. Just have to figure out the position. So I'm winding the crown until the date flips. Not sure if I'm even in the right position. Let me get the first position, winding the watch. Second position, the date disc. In third position, setting the time. Okay, so pull it all the way out. Oh, here. So you see that? It flips the date. Right when it clicked over, we're at midnight. Okay. This is a very stressful part of the job. So we'll grab the hands. You've got to be super gentle. These hands are sheet metal. Okay, I need to pop that onto a cushion. I need to not knock them over. Oh, so delicate work. Come on. Making sure that's the correct side. Oh, they're white hands. Oh my God, I thought they were just metal. Well, this watch is not going the way I wanted. That's okay. We're going to do our best. Didn't realize they were going to be white. Thought they were just metal colored. All right, Gerald. Thank you for being here. Okay, so it's on the pivot. Very, very fine work. Okay, I want to point the hour hand as straight as I can. Trying to get you guys the money shot here. Okay. Need to look straight down. Okay, so let's see how this works now. So that's noon. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Need a much smaller pusher. Good morning, ITT. Hey, Franco. Is that in? Oh, nope, I just knocked it off. Oh no. All right, let's try this again. Need a slightly bigger opening on my pusher. So the blue one was too small. I think this gray one will have to do. See, I thought these things were silver, but these hands are white. I don't know how I feel about that. Very hard to tell on AliExpress when you're looking at the pictures, right? What is glare and what is very stressful work. Looks like a bomb timer, man. What is that? It's a watch movement. Mechanical watch movement. Made in Japan. So not as good as like a Swiss movement. but there are what's called micro brands. So it's brands that, you know, they cost hundreds of dollars. You cannot make the inner gears? Yeah, me neither. There are brands that cost hundreds of dollars that use these very same movements. Like $500 watches plus. Why won't you fit? I'm applying quite a bit of pressure. I think that's on. Yeah, I think that's on. All right, let's see. Is that the right tool? I think so. The Swiss movements have a cheese or a chocolate component. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, dead on. So nice. All right, now most challenging. I need the smallest hand pusher, and I think this is it, the red one. And when I've seen people do this, they don't put the second hand right on. They put it, that just fell, not off my bench, but off my little work surface. Where did it go? Oh, here. Jeez, that fell far. So they don't put it directly center. They put it like a few seconds off, and I don't know why. But I will hand it off to their expertise. This needs to fall right into the little hole. This is the tiniest of the little things. Trying to get some more light. Just going to grab my soldering visor. How do I tighten this? All right. Let's see if I can do this a little bit easier. thread pusher here. It's not quite in there. Oh, that pinged off. It is a little bit on the bent side. Just try to, oh, microsurgery here. You know what? That blue stuff is coming off everywhere. So maybe a Chinese version of the special blue tack is not what it's cracked up to be. Okay, so let's see if we can grab this little watch hand. It's an odd clock, not a wristwatch, apparently. What? It is a wristwatch. Just look up Seiko mod and you will see. Come on. You know, they do say you're supposed to not have caffeine for several days, like 2 days before you build your watch. That is not me, my friend. You mother effer. Red part is just, yes, this is just an assembly holder. Yep, as a movement holder. Okay, here we go. Oh, no. The hand pusher is not the right tool. I think this blue one might be better, or this black one. Need a smaller diameter. I just bent the hell out of that second hand. These are not expensive parts. But I am pretty time poor, as it were. Definitely end up picking up different parts. So the real forged fiber dials They are quite expensive. But the idea is, like these watches, they don't wear out. So it's kind of like a buy once, cry once situation. This is not cooperating. I will probably shortly, if this doesn't go in, I will probably go and make sure I have ordered the correct parts. So that is definitely not aligned. Ugh, just pinged off. It's still a little bit bent. This is such a delicate process. I will be lucky if there's no debris. In this watch. I think that's it. Let's see. It's not ticking. Let me see. No, the escapement's not moving. Let's wind the mainspring a lot and see. Oh, and the second hand just fell off. Okay. See if we can see what's going on here. I mean, it looks good. I'm not sure if the temporary crown should have it running or not. Don't know if I got a factory dud either. Very difficult when you're doing this. Oh, it's running. Okay. So let's wind this around till we have the date change again. Kind of shaky this morning. Yep. I'm definitely shaky. Oh, I'm like 10 minutes off the date change. That's okay. Shouldn't wind backwards, let's wind forward. Okay. Let's drop this in there, very gentle like. So I'm not sure what the problem with the second hand is. I'm willing to admit defeat if I have to, but I'm not at that point yet. Mostly because we are almost done the hard part. the putting the hands in is arguably the hardest part of all this. It did make a sound. Nope, it's not in. Wrong size? Could be. This is why you need a microscope. Yeah, I have one. It's just not accessible. Also, I will say the latency of the microscope would not be particularly good for this, since it's not an optical microscope, and I'm thinking now more than ever I would love an optical microscope. Okay, so try to use the cushion to go underneath the tip of this. This is very difficult. There we go. Picked it up. This is what it is, learning a new skill, folks. Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't, and it just is what it is. The other thing is, right now, I can't be sure if the parts are correct, if the tools are correct. This is all brand new to me. So bear with me. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna set it off to the side a little bit. No, you prick. Flip, damn you. I just bent the hell out of that. So if I would have known how challenging this is, I would have ordered more hands. Eventually, this will bend enough that it's going to break. Has to sit right in the barrel there. The camera not focusing. It's having a hard time, I think. But then again, so am I. I'm having a hard time. See, it's stuck on a little lip. come on. Ugh. Heartbreaker. How's it going, PC board repair? I'm gonna change my my finger cots out. Absolute heartbreaker. Ouch. My hand hair is getting destroyed by these finger cots. Whew. This is incredibly delicate work. Oh my God, and nothing holds on to these things very well. Let's see if I can elevate this a little bit. Dang, dude. You guys are really gonna watch me struggle for hours? Oh, you bastard. Second hand, apparently it doesn't need to be lined up with the other ones. I see a lot of people when I've watched a couple of videos, because this is not an original idea. First of all, Seiko mods are a big thing already. But I've watched Elliot Cole do this. Elliot Cole, the Retro Future, and of the Elliot Cole channel. And he always sets it like to the side. So hopefully the only thing that's damaged is the hands. Because I don't particularly like these hands. I didn't know they were white. I thought they were just chrome. Oh my God. Please stop. You guys have no idea. My breath is enough to make this second hand move. I'm going to try to straighten it up a little bit. It's going to be impossible. I wish I could convey to you the size of this. These are absolutely tiny parts. And the other thing is, you mustn't touch, because now I got my finger cots off. So now I mustn't touch. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna hold the movement, try to tilt that over. There we go. Trying not to touch the dial, not to leave any fingerprints anywhere. Can't be the right way to do it, must be an easier way. Yeah. This is, so I've watched Elliot build a couple of them. And this is how he does it. He's just more steady. He also uses an over-the-shoulder camera shot. So possibly it's the fact that I can't get straight on my work. It's also possible that I've bought the cheapest hand pushers, these tools, in the world. Okay, I have an idea. Oh, of course, I've got the cheapest cotton swabs possible, so they're a hollow tube. Okay, here it goes. I'm noticing I don't have good depth perception with these goggles. Sorry if you can't see, I'm not really looking at the preview monitor right now. Oh! That was bad. That was very, very bad. I just bent the other hands. Yeah, the minute hand is all bent up. Oh! Shit. I touched the dial. Okay. Our hand in. So I'm looking in the second hand. It's actually a post. Does this have a hole in it? It has the tiniest hole. Oh my God, that's going to be impossible. All right, let's try red. Oh, not happy with that lift. Pretty good. Okay. So there's a tiny post on there. Oh my God. And I have to, hold on, let me just bend up the minute hand a little bit here. Good, some clearance. So I have to fit this onto the tiniest little post. So no wonder that's so difficult. It's like, I don't think the word tiny really starts to explain it. It's the tiniest little tube. What's the smallest one I've got here? White. Hang on, I'm gonna kneel. So I may have damaged the movement. I'm willing to accept that. But if I have, we order another one. I think I got it in. I think it's in there. I just need to now make clearance. Wow, that was difficult. How do I need finger cuts. Here, I'm going to try to push the crown in. It's working. That is incredible. That was so difficult. Whew. So not the most difficult thing I've done in my life, but a lot closer to it than I ever wanted to get. You prefer building clocks? Yeah, I have clock movements here. I do have a couple of clock movements, but they're the cheapies. The reason why I wanted to build this watch is because it's mechanical. So self-winding, and it is a made in Japan movement. Something I want to see if I can own, you know, for the next, 10 years or whatever. And also you can, because they are so ubiquitous, these movements, you can bring this to a watchmaker. You know what, I just want to, I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to cover it with this. I'm going to take a couple seconds breather here. So you can bring it to a watchmaker to have them clean it and service it, because they're just a Seiko movement. When I say just, I mean like they are a Seiko movement. So lots of documentation available for it, and very reliable little movement. If you bought a like $400 or $500 Seiko watch, you'd have the exact same movement in it. So that's pretty crazy. Like the look of the red assembly ring. Just add a brand. Just add a band. Band, got you. Band. All right, so I need to pull out my other watch tools because now we need to prepare the case. Now there's one tool that I do not have, and it's the rubber ball to take the back off of watches. So we'll see how that goes. So we need to take the strap off of here. We're also going to have to take at least 3 links off of this. So let's see how easily we can take the band off. Okay, let's see. I have a pin tool. I think this is the correct tool for taking the band off. I'm not a hundo P on that one. Yeah, this is it. So this came to me assembled, whereas usually they are apart. So that's coming out. I'm not super familiar with how these come together and come apart. This is styled after I believe it's like a oyster style case, like a Rolex case. So the spring links, I think I need the tool, like it's like crimpers. I don't think I have that. I have some tweezers though. Let's see if we can stuff that in there. No, that won't work. So I think you need to release both. This style watch is a favorite of pickpocketers. Like to wear or to steal? Not 100% sure if I'll be able to get this apart. Usually if you tension one side, peel this back, then put tension to it in whatever direction it comes out. Okay, let's check on YouTube. Crooks have timed their heist correctly. Got a pocket watch on a chain around here somewhere. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like with the Seiko mod, you're not really a target for getting your shit stolen, because it's only worth, oops, it's only worth maybe a couple $100. But considering mine is custom, like it's gonna be pretty obvious. Moving the band from an oyster style case. Here, this is for actual Rolex.
Braces are pretty comfortable.
Okay, that's the spring pin. Yeah. Okay. Congrats. Yeah, so I'm kind of doing it. Yeah, you have to put pressure. Yeah, so I was doing it right. The SE logo dial might be a thing. We'll have to see. I mean, I think that'd be fun. Okay, so this is very difficult. So since we have to take links out anyways, I think I'm going to take some links out to help because this is just insane. It's not working out. So let's take the links out, and then that'll mean these are screws. Then that'll mean at least we'll have less stuff in the way. And I don't see, oh, I think the bits are in here. Pins. I don't know if this watch screwdriver is any better than my own precision drivers. Oh, I do like that this is just screws. Okay. Already a big help. So now it at least opens flat. Okay, so I need to put this somewhere I won't lose it. Immediately puts it somewhere where he'll lose it. Okay, so let's try. So I see that I have a spring pin tool in here too. But they have threads. That's weird. Let's see if we can get it out now with the spring pin tool. Would love to take the band all the way off. Especially there's a little bit of delicate movements we have to do. in the second part to get the movement into the case. This is not going well. Okay, I got that pin halfway out. Come on, baby. Oh, it's out. I got it. One half is out. And so the band attachment goes to the top of the watch. It's not a needle because look, you need a fork. See that? Something with a bit more rigidity than a needle. That's why the spring tool, yeah. You have a pin halfway out, just tilt the strap. This is a very tight case. Let's see, this one looks a little bit easier to get to. Okay, I just felt it go. I was looking on AliExpress. And there's titanium bands too, and titanium cases. All right, so that's off. That's good. Now let's see if I can, okay, good. I don't have the ball to take that off. Okay, so I'll set this like this. And this is the gasket. Now, I think I ordered a gasket luber, but it's not in yet. So I'll have to, I'm going to use some machine grease, some really good quality machine grease. Okay, so this is it. So let's blow the dust out of here. Okay, we're going to bring in the movement, which is still ticking along. It's been roughly 15 minutes since we finished. Okay. Now this is a delicate part. We have to flip the movement upside down. Hopefully it's not resting on any of the on any of the hands. Okay, I'll blow the dust out of here if there's any. Now, very delicate. There is a release button. Which I can't see anywhere. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. When you have a pin halfway out, you just tilt the strap to release it. Oh, yeah. Screen. NH35. Crown, stem, release. Okay, there's the crown. Oh, is it this right here? Or is it a lever on this one? Oh my God, it's a tiny little toggle. Jesus. It's like the tiniest little toggle. Right there. Oh my God. I'm gonna break something. You guys won't even see this. I won't even see this. I can't see shit. This is wild. Where's my magnifying visor? Because I can't see crap. Here it is. Okay. Where is it? This little? Yeah. Oh my God, I slipped. Oh, there it came out. So there's the crown out. Did I knock the... Nope, everything is good. Okay, last chance to dust this shit off. Just undoing the waterproof crown. Okay. And then this goes like so. And then like so. Okay. That should, it is clicked in there. Very nice. Okay, now we need the new stem. There's the new stem. Oh, which we need to put this on. Oh my God, do not cross thread the brand new stem, please. Okay. Oh my God, something scared me. I think it's just my finger caught. Okay. Then you go in and you press. Press on the little lever again. Oh, okay, apparently it wasn't seated. Press on the little lever again. Is that all the way in? I'm just going to put the back on temporarily. Don't need the gasket. want to put the back on so I can handle it. So let's see. Yeah, that winds it in. One more click out. That's doing nothing. One more click out. That winds the time. So I think this should do something. Oh, the other way. Oh, to move the date. Okay. So yes, everything is good here. Now this winds up the watch. Okay. So everything works. That's good. So now we have to measure the distance from thread to thread, and we need to remove that much from the new crown. Yeah, the new stem. Yeah, you have to, yeah, blue one. So yes, blue one, this is the temporary one for assembly. In fact, I'm not sure. Yeah, no. So yeah, you do have to trim the stem to the new watch, because every case is different. So does this sit properly in the case? It does sit properly in the case. I think it'll look pretty good. I mean, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we need to measure now. You see the waterproof crown, how it works? So look, it has a spring so that you can rotate the outer part on this, and it has an O-ring inside. All right, so let's get a good measure here. Let's see. Where is my vernier calipers? Favorite experience clockwise was a site visit on a 120-year-old city courthouse in Ohio. Got up in the clock tower during the visit, old wooden stairwell, clock on 4 sides. Very cool. Okay, so we measure from base of threads to base of threads. That looks about right. So 8.13 millimeters. I'm just going to lock it down because you'll see what I'll do in a moment here. Okay, and we got to take this off again. Okay, now we need to release the crown once more. It is such a tiny little spot. So pull this out as far as it'll go. I'll grab this tiny little tweezers, and I believe it's a little tiny spot right here. Come on, dude, get out of my way. Little spot right here. You know what? I'm going to use a blunt pusher tool. Is that it? Is that where you push? No. It's this part. Okay. Can't have it all the way out. Okay, here we go. Now, use the same measurement And we're going to cut it right there. Or I think we can just remove this. Oh boy. Please do not drop anything to oblivion. Okay, and we're going to cut it. This feels wrong. It feels like way too much. I'll cut a little bit less. All right, here goes. This is going to ping across the room. No, I don't think it's the same. Oh yeah, these cutters are now ruined forever. Okay, so let's cut. Just deburring the ends. All right. Putting this back on. And if we're happy with that, I'm going to come back around and put some Loctite on it. Not deburred enough. And I don't want to force it. Well, the other one isn't spaced for this case, though. Oh, puffer. Yeah, the burrs from my shitty cutters. There's also a, there are flats. There are flats up the stem that you can use for this. I don't know if that's all the way in. We're about to find out. Oh, it looks very close. I think I may have there we go. Let's put the back on just so I can handle it. So let's see. So that winds it. This is the date. This is the time. No, it's not in enough. So I don't know now if it's just the burrs, like if the problem is just that it's burred, or if it's genuinely too long. No, it's definitely the burrs. It is 100% the burrs. Okay. I'm gonna use my files, I guess. Try my best to deburr it. Who would have thought this would be really fine work? What time is it? 10 o'clock already. Small test of basic watch tools. Most people could at least assemble a basic watch. Yeah. If it wasn't for the shavings, rotary tool. Yeah, rotary tool. I mean, the shavings are okay, because you blow the dust away before you do anything else. So I'd say that's perfectly cromulent. I wouldn't say that's a bad suggestion. That's way better. But I still think it's too long. Actually, that might be perfect. Okay, that's all the way in. That's winding the watch. Seems like the crown is fine. Maybe it needs to be a little shorter. A little bit shorter. I'm gonna try to sand it shorter. What you want is a Bergeron cutting tool. Yeah. You've dismantled, cleaned, and reassembled watches in the past, a long way in the past. How's it going, Curtis? Did I say hi to you? I'm sorry. If I miss anyone in chat, and Franco, if I missed you guys, it's because this is a little stressful. Fun, but stressful. Right. Okay. So I think I am only millimeters away from being at the right spot. So I will try to just whittle away at this a little bit. Maybe I should chop it off. See if I can chop off a couple millimeters. Let me check my toolbox here. Okay, I ended up chopping it off. Totally understandable. We're watching. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to get into like servicing watches. That is a little bit different to my interests. But I can't say with any certainty that I won't. Does that make sense? Because usually I am just guided by curiosity. I do whatever piques my interest at that moment. And like I would have been perfectly happy to buy a Seiko. But when I was pricing them out, I really wanted one with a red dial or a carbon fiber dial. And those would have cost about triple what I'm paying for this one. And now that I'm seeing the quality of this dial, I really wish I would have went with a more expensive dial, but whatever. The thing is that I don't value things as much as I value experience. So I like to check stuff off the list, you know, like, oh, I've done this. Trying to get the burrs off the stem. Only cleaned your own cheap watches. Wouldn't dream of touching an expensive one or someone else's. Oh yeah, it would be mine only. But the thing that I find crazy about the watch making or watch building hobby or whatever is that because these movements are so inexpensive, I can just buy a second movement, replace what I have now with a second movement, pop it in the same case, and then service this movement in my own time. Like lazily do it over the course of like weeks or months. And if you get the Chinese version of the NH35 movement, it's like half the price. It's insane. Class this as a training run. Yeah, exactly. And the crazy thing is, there are $1,000 watches that use this exact same movement. feel like I'm going to destroy the threads on the crown. I kind of don't mind the knackered threads. Just need the blunt pusher tool. Building a watch versus watch repair, two very different things. Yeah, because this is not really even building a watch. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Oh my, that's the wrong side. What am I doing? Just gonna hold it in there. Oh no. Oh, that was a terrible mistake. There was almost a piece of glove permanently stuck into this thing. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Should I now put Loctite on these threads? The answer is a resounding yes. Do I want to? The answer is a resounding no. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Okay, so here we go. I need to hold. Am I back? There we go. Sorry, folks. I used to have a second cell ready to charge, like ready for a quick change, but now I don't. Well, I don't know where it is. So that's not good. I need to quickly figure something else out. I need to charge this cell right now. Where did I put my multi-cell charger? I can picture it in my head. I set it somewhere. God damn it. What have I done? So I just picked up a random cell off my desk. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Oh, here. Plug this in right away. Let's see, where do I plug this in? It's USB-C, so I can plug this in here. So if this cell dies, I'll have at least 15 minutes of charge, which should be good for like half an hour of talking. Yes, charging at 1 amp. Nice. Charge that bish. There we go. There with the snips. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to grease the gasket, and the stuff I'm going to use is this Super Lube PTFE grease, and you don't have to tell me that it's not the right grease. I already know, and I already don't care. It is what we are using. It is synthetic. It is PTFE. I'm going to take the finger cots off. Ow, 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 my hand hair. Oh my God. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. Whew, my fingers can breathe. Okay, so open this to give it a last little blowy. Try not to get any inside the watch, but sometimes it's unavoidable. That's set right down in there. The O-ring pinched. You bastard. You better not have torn. I don't have the little ball. There's a little like a squeeze, like exercise ball that you use to tighten the case backs. Don't have one. Okay, so this is finished now. I just have to fix or work on the band, and then we're good to go. So let's set the time. It is 10:29. 9, 10, 10, 1029. Is that crooked? No. No, 1029. And it is the 31st. Why is that's winding. Oh, there we go. It is the 31st, 1029. Pop that all the way in. That should be waterproof. There's the nice, see the counterweight. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna do the plastic peels after. I think the peel is gone from the bottom. I don't know when that happened. All right, so that's done. So that's what it's gonna look like. I think it looks pretty good. Don't like the white hands, but it is what it is. So, whoops, is this 9? No, 10:31. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's the 31st today on. Start my job in 4 days. Okay, so now I know I want 3 links out. So I'm going to take 2 links off of here. This screwdriver. Try to put this in so it doesn't okay, and then not this one, this one, very gently take this out, like so, and then this one might need 4 links. We'll have to see. Take this out. Sucks though, because I have big hands and a small wrist. So the clasp mechanism needs to be a little bit more intense for me. Let's take, you know what, we'll take 4 links out and see what happens. And we can always put one back in. Super glue it to your arm. Oh man. The arm hair. Okay, so let's put this back in. Pop a link in there. Just gotta make sure it's relatively tight. Okay. And then we're going to do up the last link once we're ready to go. Did I drop the spring bar from here? I did indeed. Okay, here it is. Okay, so that'll go in here. And then this one goes over top. I do remember that. Just try to move things out of my way. Sometimes I forget that I'm doing video stuff here. Okay. So this has to slide in kind of straight. Sort of like this. So I need to pop them in with the spring bar tool. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I can put it in crooked. It has to be, yeah, it has to be very, very straight. Okay, so I'll try to do it from the top. Like so. Sorry you guys won't see shit. Okay. So I'll just squeeze that one down. So then I have this end open. I'm probably going to slip and scratch the case here. There's going to be a lot of tension. See if I could do it with my fingernail. I think I need a plastic pry tool. Should have one kicking around here somewhere. Guitar pick. Let me see here. Okay, so let's see if I get the one where my thumb is covering in first, like that, then I can probably guide this all the way in. There we go. One is in, the other one is in. That is fantastic. Now we'll do the other one. Like so. Press this bad boy in. Oh, I missed. I can't see. It doesn't help. Okay, they're both squeezed in there. I just need to, oh boy, very gently. They're in. I've got one more link to put in. This way it needs to be. And all of the link bars went flying, but that's okay. Something doesn't feel right here. The lock's on the wrong side. Thankfully, these screw style link adjustments are way simpler than the style you have to press out, which the other Seiko I have uses. Okay, flip this back over the correct way. Easy fix, yep. This is the thing though, like this is my first time. I have no experience with these kinds of watches and bands. I show you all my blemishes because I don't care. I don't think that makes me a bad maker. All right, let's see. Does it fit over the wrist? Here, let's zoom you out. Okay, it barely goes over my hand. So that tells me it'll probably fit. Oh, I might need to add a link. That's very tight. Okay. Put it up over the bone. Okay, it's a little bit tight, but it works. There we go. It's a little bit tight. So if I add a link, I would probably add it to the top side here. Looks good. It works. Yeah, it's a bit tight. I will add a link. Also, this clasp is very tight. Ugh. Oh boy. Yeah, this is way too difficult to put on and off. So definitely need to add a link, and I'm adding a link. What side did I say? I guess by symmetry, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 should be on this side. So we're going to take off this one, the last one we did. No longer new at this. Yeah, no, it's true. Okay, we're gonna take one link. So I think it'll be too loose, but there's one more sneaky adjustment you can make on this style of band. And I don't know how to do it, I just know you can do it. So we're going to learn together. Okay, we're going to grab one link. Goes on the other side. pop this in here. Yes, the clasp is movable, but it's all, I think it's all the way out. So I'm just going to keep it for fine inwards adjustments. But I think if I were to ever upgrade the bracelet, I think I'd want it to be a butterfly closure, because I think you get a little bit more stretch out of it, because like I said, I've got these big hands and my wrists are like either smaller than normal or normal. So I would really like to be able to cinch it down a little bit tighter, but still have a big wide opening for my hand to pass through, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's see. Okay, way easier to slip on, but it still barely fits. It's a little floopy, but it's not too bad. I think I'm okay with that. So this is it, folks. The Seiko automatic forged carbon fiber, sort of. Not a big fan of the white hands. And I think I see some dirt on the second hand. It's like the purple, it's the blue stuff. The blue stuff from the, like the sticky tack. But overall, not bad. Clasp works great. Very comfortable, little heavy. I think I will add a little bit of, I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit. 2 pins like those that hold the strap on, you push them in, you can move the clasp. Yeah, I thought so too, but wasn't sure, because if you look at it, oh, there they are. Okay, I see them. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, though. I do want to do a notch or two more. It's almost 11. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. I think tomorrow, by the way, I think we will be back to do the input stage that I wanted to do. Because it's almost time for lunch for me. Also, my back has been hurting a little bit. Okay, so let's open. Now I have the, this is actually, by the way, this is sapphire glass on this case. I paid a little bit more for it. It was $40-some Canadian, but it's actually sapphire glass. So this is odd because see these tracks? So I don't actually know how to adjust this. Like the spring pins, do they activate a ratcheting mechanism? Because it doesn't lock into the sides here. The side's just a it's just a track. So I don't know, actually. What's for lunch? Tacos. Probably tacos. Guessing tacos. Oh, you see? The side is smooth. So I don't know if there's like an easy adjustment to be done. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look on when we don't know, we check. Not seen those before, yeah. Adjusting. Adjusting a oyster style clasp. I don't know what. Oh, this Rolex glide lock. I think this is it. Yeah, this is very similar to what I. Oh. You just pop it out. Let's go. Yeah, you just pop it out and then you move it. Oh, that's cool. So open. Well, Curtis, I didn't know you were so well versed in luxury watches. Makes me want to do what you do for a living. Actually, no, that's a lie. I am so happy with the job I was hired to do. I can't wait to start. Oh, that is so cool. That is a cool adjustment. So I didn't need to undo this part. I'm going to put it back together. Where did it go? There it is. You should see your collection of none. Curtis, I think you should do this. I think everyone should. I think it's a good time. Just order more than one set of hands. Okay, so let's see. So you take this and you snap it open. Oh, that is so cool. And then you tighten it. Then I don't know if it has discrete steps. I don't know what clips it back into place. Certainly it has to line up on one of those notches. How do you get it back closed? Oh, there, I got it. So let's try it now. How's it going, JB? Ugh. That's perfect. That is nice. So there we go. That is this is a very nice watch. It's not perfect. It never will be. But I made it, and it is mine. I think at some point I will buy new hands and probably a real forged fiber dial. But in fact, I don't know, I might Might end up not. I don't know. We'll see. I might end up. I don't know if I'll keep this together all as one, as my own custom watch and leave it as such. Or maybe I will order new parts to make a new watch and have a, another different one. We'll see. So a Seiko movement is very inexpensive. The made in China ones are about 40 bucks Canadian. And the made in Japan one, like this one, is about 100 bucks Canadian. So NH35 is what you're looking for. So here we go. 87.73 Canadian. So let's go 88 to USD. So 62 US dollars, but the made in China one is like half the price. So yeah, pretty decent. So I think all in, you can get everything you need for kind of inexpensive. So here, look, case. Here you got. So these are colors. So this is case, band, holder, hardware, dial, hands. So you just add the movement to that. But I think you can get like kits with the movements as well. And I mean, the stuff is pretty inexpensive. Like, look, $23.99 Canadian. Very inexpensive. Yeah, I might just keep this one. I might change the hands out or like clean the hands, or like there's nothing that needs to be done, right? And I'm gonna wear this for a little while, and I'm gonna live with it and see how I like it, and we'll see if this one evolves or if it comes with me or whatever. Well, let me show you the carbon dials. So this is the one I bought. It doesn't look like a forged fiber dial like I wanted it to. But if you look, these guys, Seagis, S-E-A. So they make the carbon dials. So it's a little bit more expensive. It's like 65 bucks. So this is what I would want. Silver index. Not normally a protester. You can get behind the clock movement. Yeah. You know what? Taking a look at it, it's nice. I do like it. I do wish. Like, I bought the black stickers for it because I thought that the hands were going to be more subtle. So, that's an oversight. But it is what it is, I also bought, mine specifically, I bought with the black date. So you see how the date wheel is black, so it's a little bit more stealth. So yeah, if I had known the hands were white, that would have been a different story. And here, let me see if I could show you the loom. So by loom, I mean, so that's what it's called. It's called the loom, but it's where it glows. So let me just charge it up. There we go. glows green. You can't see the date because there's missing a loom at the date. Whoa, there we go. So, yeah. Oops, knocked you guys. So yeah, quite bright in the darkness. Bought a watch at a secondhand store. Wow, Jesus Christ, guys. You guys are nuts. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. So, yeah. I am done now with the stream. I'm just going to put stuff away. And Vero is almost done with her work. So that's good, but I do need to sit down. So these can go back in there. And I'm probably going to buy some sort of case for all my watch stuff. There we go. Put that all in there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I know watches aren't you guys' jam, but I really appreciate it having you guys here. Now, speaking of jam, all these things are jammed in there. Whatever. I'll deal with this later. I do appreciate you guys sticking around. Tomorrow we will get back to the input stuff. And yeah, hope to see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one.